What's going on? What's going on? Welcome back to another episode of the Coffee and Cognac Show.
Coffee and Cognac, baby.
I'm your Uncle Coffee. This is your Uncle
Cognac.
How y'all doing out there in Facebook world, YouTube world, Instagram world,
Twitter world, TikTok world.
Twitter, TikTok. Everybody, it's good to see y'all again. Y'all could have been anywhere in the world,
Absolutely.
but you decided to be here with us, and we appreciate it.
Coffee and Cognac, baby.
How you doing, babe?
My man.
How's your week going this week?
My week was my week. I'm gonna leave it at that. Could have been better, could have been worse. But I'm right here, right now. I'm doing coffee and Cognac. I don't think nothing better.
That's what's up. When we get in this little zone right here, you know, we just kind of just dive in and go deep, forget about everything else around us, you know. So this right here is a blessing to the both of us, man.
We're doing what we want to do now. We have to.
Yeah, something that we enjoy doing, man. Just sitting there kicking it. Two brothers, sipping on coffee, sipping on
I'm
cognac.
the big brother, y'all.
This right
You
here.
know what it is.
His head bigger. That y'all can do.
Coffee and Cognac, man.
Hey, sorry for coming to y'all late, man. We had some technical difficulties. Got a new engineer, a temporary engineer today, but she's doing a really good job.
No
right?
doubt. No doubt.
All right, so y'all pray that we have a really good show.
She on payroll, y'all.
All right, so let's jump into it. New York numbers jumping up big time. North Carolina numbers went up big time. West Virginia numbers went up big time. Baltimore numbers went up big time.
Big time.
Washington numbers went up big time. Louisiana numbers went up big time, man. We really appreciate what you guys are doing for us, man.
504. I appreciate y'all. Y'all know what it is.
Yes, sir. Yes,
Favorite
sir.
something right here, man. I'm looking forward.
Hey, last week's show was really, really good, man. And 1 week we did 5,000. That's really good, man. We're two nobodies, man. We're rookies.
No, we ain't nobody's.
When I say nobodies, I mean the world don't know us, man. We're
Yes.
just rookies. We decided to sit down and have a conversation, put it on social media, man, and people are loving it, man. We're getting some really great responses. I'm a little disappointed this week. I didn't get any mugs this week. Nobody inboxed me, man. Come on and show me love. But the one thing we did,
Got my drink. Huh?
Homie recognized him in the liquor store today, told him his drink was on him, man. Once again, we appreciate the love, man. Because
It ain't Cognac, but it's tequila, but that's what I drank. So you can watch that, obviously.
Oh, yeah, man.
Oh, man.
You know, I remember when we was younger, Bishop Smith taught us this, man. He said, people don't have to be nice to you.
Thanks.
You know, so when somebody's nice to you, man, you appreciate it. You
Facts.
show them love, man.
Thanks.
So honestly, all the people that support us, all the people that watch us week in and week out, definitely support y'all. Braxton, the nephew Braxton, gotta shout him out, man. He support, repost everything
Every
that
week,
we
man.
do. The sister Shelly,
Every week.
she reposting. Miss Dion, she reposting.
Every week.
The auntie Miriam, she's reposting. Lamont, the nephew Lamont, he's reposting. What's the homeboy name?
My boy Jason. Jason Ellerman.
Yeah.
Look, the only thing I got against them is Michigan fans. They love the Wolverines. But, you know, man, look, I appreciate that's my Ohio family. I went to high school with the boys.
That's what's up. That's
the
what's
boys
up.
showing love, you know, so
That's
that
what's
means
up.
everything to me.
That's
You know,
what's
it's
up,
been
man.
like a 30-year relationship or whatever.
Big time, man.
You know, them boys still ride. We still rocking.
Man, we could talk. This is off subject from him. I'm glad you said that. 30 years, and they're not hating on you. They're not jealous,
No.
but they're supporting you. They're tagging. They're reposting. They're commenting.
Yeah.
You gotta appreciate people like that, man, because you got some blood members that won't even do that for you, man. So, gotta really do appreciate that right there,
But
man.
blood there. Why y'all doing that?
Man.
Like, listen, nobody on your timeline, well, nobody on my timeline. No, I don't know your timeline.
Not mine.
Nobody doing a podcast. We doing a podcast that's real, that's raw, that's uncut, and we telling the pure truth.
And it's positive.
And it's positive.
Yeah.
Me and my brother doing this. And look, if nothing else, man, like, subscribe, comment,
Share.
dislike, make a negative comment, whatever the case may be. Just interact. We need that. Appreciate
Yeah,
y'all.
yeah,
Look, so from Europe to Africa,
Yeah.
which is crazy to
Yeah.
say.
Yeah.
From Europe to Africa, and we in North America, people were rocking with us and watching. So
Big time.
yeah,
Down in Augusta again, shouting Augusta out. Augusta's showing us much love, man.
Facts.
Augusta's showing us much love. The little homie in Starbucks today, in Snellville, man, showing us love. You know what I'm saying? People recognizing our face, man, and you know they're telling me they really are enjoying the podcast, man.
It's all positive.
Yeah, man, they're loving what we're talking about. They appreciate the fact that it's real. We're not scared to talk about any subject.
Mm-hmm.
You know, everybody love you because you get emotional. You know what I'm saying? But they love that. You know what I'm saying? You draw that in. This is what the guy told me in Starbucks today. He said, "Man, you and your brother." He said, "Y'all are like LeBron and Michael Jordan." He said,
shit. Okay.
He said,
I'm Jordan.
He said, "I was more like Michael Jordan, the man of steel, and you was LeBron because you were so emotional."
I'm LeBron.
That's what he said. He said you were so emotional.
Shout out to 330. I used to live up there. You know what? That's one thing I didn't do. On the first couple podcasts, I didn't give Akron, Ohio any love.
Akron.
That place got everything to do with who I am.
That's what's up.
Them people show me love. Them people whoop your ass if they have to.
Akron, that's where LeBron from, right?
Where LeBron from?
Steph Curry was born in Akron.
Steph from Akron?
The hospital he was born in was in Akron, Ohio.
Steph?
Believe it or not, Steph Curry, #1 3-point shooter in the world.
Nah.
Yeah.
Steph not from Akron.
Yes. He was him and LeBron, yeah. He was born in that hospital.
Shit. That little town got a lot of talent.
Yeah, a lot of talent, man.
And that little town, the boys not gonna play with you.
And the music that come out of Ohio, man.
Yeah.
Man, one of a kind, dude.
Yeah.
So shout out to Ohio, man.
Yeah,
You know?
facts. You know I love y'all. I'm y'all second son. Did I say that?
Stepson? You want to say
Yeah.
stepson?
Yeah, I'm y'all stepson. Yeah, no doubt. Kenneth Carter in the building. Y'all know what time it is. Central Howard in the building. Believe that. 94 to 97. Y'all know what it is.
That's what's up.
Mm-hmm.
So all right, so look, last week numbers we did 5,000, but the real that was for the episode, the whole show.
Mm-hmm.
But when we throwing these reels out, the reels that we did about Prince, I said Prince was the top five, and you was a little drunk and said that's nonsense. No. People were loving that.
I was in my real mind,
right?
I was in my clear mind.
Clearly, Cognac was talking.
And it was tequila. It might have been Cognac, there we go.
It might have been both, you know. It might have been both. All right, they came together, and yeah, but people are loving that real.
Prince not top 5. How about that? Concerning nothing.
So last week episode we did last week episode we did why did you leave the church? Next week episode is gonna be why did Jeremy leave Mook House? We're talking that nonsense.
Let me say this. He is top 5.
Yeah, he is, man.
Concerning everything he done.
Yeah.
But not necessarily the artist. Because Prince ain't got nothing we can dance to.
What?
Nothing.
I want to be your lover. Come on, dude. Man, what?
Come on, man. Like,
Prince is just, he's one of the greatest minds in music of all time.
Yes.
Yeah, man.
But as far as performing this, no, come on, man.
Perform. Look, there was at a show one time where James Brown gave the mic to Michael Jackson, and he opened up the floor. Michael Jackson.
Who he gave it to?
Michael Jackson.
Let's go.
But watch this. Michael Jackson stopped, opened up the floor for Prince to come out there. And Prince didn't just come out there. Prince had 3 people carrying him. He sat on their shoulders. He got down there. And his spin topped James Brown and Michael Jackson spinning. Both of them was back to chopping like, yo, who's this dude right here?
Nobody's a freak like Prince. Don't bring your girl, your husband. Nobody. Don't bring nobody around.
This is the only dude that wear fingernails and high heels and would take your wife. Yeah, that's a bad.
Don't bring your people around Prince, man. R.I.P. to the GOAT.
So shout out to the people showing love for that reel right there, man. Hey, keep it going, man. It's like 4 weeks going now, man.
Absolutely.
So let those numbers keep building. So we really do appreciate it.
Absolutely.
You know, jumping to the show, man. I came up with a topic for this week. You just need a hug. My brother didn't care for that topic right there. That's why I didn't tell him. I snuck that one in here. You just need a hug. So last week we talked about what made you leave the church, and we got a lot of comments from the inbox of people talking. Yeah, the inbox is very real.
A lot of people not secure about saying what they feel.
Yeah,
publicly.
Yeah,
but their inbox.
Their inbox. Yeah. We getting a lot of movement with the inboxes. You know, from my inbox to your inbox to the Coffee and Cognac inbox. You can inbox all 3. You can inbox the Carter Life page, and inbox Pastor Marcus Reed page, and you can inbox the Coffee and Cognac page. So a lot of people
get a response.
Yeah, definitely. Now you will get a response.
Yeah, absolutely.
So people had a lot to say about leaving the church, and it wasn't all like negative or bad or beating up the church, but people finally was happy to have a platform to open up, you know, and tell a couple things, you know, that was going on with them.
So wait. I posed this question earlier this week on Facebook. Why do black people put celebrities on pedestals. And I'm like, well, it's 2 black celebrities right here.
Mm-hmm.
We asking for the pedestal, like literally asking for it because
we don't want to be put on the pedestal.
For the people that I know, hell yeah.
You really?
That's
a hard fall. That's a hard fall. You see, like I
done fell before.
I care nothing about being famous. I just want the money.
I want the money too.
Yeah, I don't want the fame.
But we doing a podcast.
I just want the money. Now I get it, and our face is gonna be out there.
It's African, Europe, like that's real. Like we just started this podcast in the house.
In the house.
And it's all the way to Africa and Europe. Man, you couldn't tell me. No, for real. Like so, you know.
Okay. I met some Spanish people down in Augusta last week, and I was telling them about it, and I watched the lady go on our page and like it right then and there. So she was gonna tell her husband about it, his brother. So, man, we get over into the Spanish countries, man. We're doing big.
We do it big.
You know. So once again, appreciate everybody
Absolutely.
showing us love. Hey, man, go to Facebook. Go like Pastor Reed page, like the Call to Life page, like Coffee and Cognac page.
Please.
Follow all of these pages. Then go to YouTube. Like, follow, Instagram.
We gotta get our views up on YouTube.
Gotta get our views up on YouTube, man. After you watch it on Facebook, go watch it again tomorrow on YouTube. If you don't go to church in the morning, man, when you drinking your coffee or your cognac, turn us on, man. You might hear something you ain't hear from today.
Oh, when you going to the spot. I know a lot of y'all about to get ready to go to the spot. Put a little cognac, a little tequila in your system. As long as you watch it, we all good.
Understand? Help us get these numbers up, man.
For real.
You know.
So let's jump into it, baby.
So dealing with
How was your week? Hold up. How was your week? My bad for being rude. How was your week?
My week was a lot of driving. That's what my week was. A lot of driving. I came in town, sat down for 2 hours, jumped right back on the road, headed down to Savannah. It was busy, but you know what? I made it back here, so that's all that matters. You know what I'm saying? That's all that matters. But dealing with the people that, why did you leave church? A lot of stuff people had to say, they were hurt from something. Hurt from pastors. Yeah. Heard from ministerial.
That was our most common, so obviously.
Yeah. Heard from the ministerial staff, heard from other pew members, heard from how the church do certain things business-wise, you know, community. So people was dealing with a lot of hurt when it came to the church. And so just going on through the week, like I was telling you earlier, watching people, I'm a people watcher. I love that. I be at the mall, I watch people. I'm at the park, I watch people. I'm at the beach, I watch people. That's just something I do. I'm a people watcher. And watching people at the gas station, they're mad. Watching people at the grocery store, they're mad. Watching people in traffic, they're mad.
How can you tell they're mad?
Just from how they interact with each other. People open up the door, they don't say thank you. People walk by you, bump you, don't say excuse me. Going to Quick Trip, they're not even friendly like they used to be. You know, you come in, hey, how you doing? You know, they're staring at you. We was in this store, big store. You know, they're usually friendly, and the cashier looked at us like we was troubling him. You could tell he was high as hell. I think he looked like a zombie, scared to look us in the eyes. Yeah, and he was talking to us. He was mumbling. You know, it's like, what you say? You know, it's just real weird, you know, but the atmosphere is off, man. Like, and I came up with this thing where, man, people need hugs. And you know why people need hugs? Because it's not only the church, but people are hurt from their houses, their homes, their employment, schools, everything. You know, just people are hurting right now. And they don't know what to do with all that energy. You see a lot of these people out here crashing out. It's just not these little YNs that's crashing out. Middle-aged men crashing out.
Y'all know YNs, man, they crashing out, right?
Yeah, you know, people are crashing out because they're mad, they're angry, they're frustrated, and they don't know what to do with all that anger. Think about this right here. You know, a father that's always mad, but yet he still has to be a father. Or a husband-father that's always mad, and yet he still has to be a husband and a father mad. So you husband mad, you father mad, which means the affection towards your lady is anger mixed with love or whatever.
And children.
Trying to raise your children and instruct them and teach them has a lot of anger and being mad. probably some bitterness and hatred mixed up inside of it. So all we're doing is feeding this next generation anger, being mad, being unhappy, being all this negative stuff. And the truth of the matter is, and I know for a lot of real hard dudes out there, or these real hard women, you tell them you just need a hug, they're ready to punch you in the face. Get out of my face. Get out of my face.
Yeah, I would.
Hey, but the truth is,
hold on. That's why.
That's what you are. No, I get that.
Don't approach me. I don't want you touching me.
I get that.
I want to let people like, look, keep your distance.
Mm-hmm.
That social distance during the quarantine,
Yeah,
that was for me.
Yeah.
Keep your space, bro.
Yeah.
'Cause I don't know where you're coming from.
Get you.
Go ahead, I'm
Get
sorry.
you know what that come from? That's years, that's layers, that's walls that you built up.
Mhm.
You know, and
I agree.
let's just use you as an example.
Why you gotta use me?
Because you said that's me. You use yourself as an example first, so I'm just following suit.
Okay. All right.
So
All right.
so in your mind, you had to become your own protector. You had to become your best lover. You had to become your best friend. You had to become your best teacher. That's why you isolate yourself a lot. Truth of the matter is, if you really need somebody smart to talk to, who do you talk to?
Myself.
Yourself.
Or
God. You know what I'm saying? That's it. I need somebody smart to talk to. I need somebody that's really going to understand me and feel me. Get in a car, go ride by yourself. You know what I'm saying? You build up these walls because the truth of the matter is, there's a lot of things, not just you, but people in this world, they missed out on when they were children.
Mhm.
A lot of kids missed out on love. Not saying their parents didn't raise them good or do the best that they could, but a lot of kids missed out on love. You know, a lot of kids didn't get hugs from their parents, kisses from their parents, get I love yous from their parents,
Which matters.
big time.
Absolutely.
But watch this. If your parents didn't get it, do they really know how to give it?
No.
You know, so that's the society we're living in right now, you know, and we're living in a society where if Junior get mad, you find out what made Junior mad, that little boy down there, you punch that boy in the face, slam him. Then you got another parent that's trying to tell him, hey, talk to him. That's your friend. Whoop, 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 whoop. You know what I'm saying? That's where we live in. So
I think that hugs are, if we will, hugs are for those who we love.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not hugging no stranger. I'm not hugging no stranger for the simple fact I don't know what spirit they carry.
I agree 100%. Yeah,
So
I don't like people to touch me.
don't touch me.
I don't like people to touch me. I get that. I get that.
Right. So listen. So when I first, well, not when I first, but me and Shannon was an item, right?
Mm-hmm.
And we was in the mall. And some guys she knew, they just happened to interact or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And she said, I want to introduce you to my dude, bro.
Mm-hmm.
You know, whatever.
Yeah.
I instantly looked at this nigga like, I don't want to meet you.
Yeah.
What you talking to me for?
Yeah.
I don't know you and Shannon past relationship. We ain't got nothing to talk about.
I agree
A lot of
100%.
people may say I'm ignorant behind that. But
I'm not one. I agree with you.
how I stand,
Yeah.
me and you ain't got nothing to talk about.
Not one thing.
I don't give a damn what you represent, where you come from, who you are.
Mm-hmm.
What are we talking about? This is my girl I'm trying to establish something with, nigga. What?
Yeah.
Because guess what? Now I'm stupid, right? I'm gonna eventually think, oh, yeah, he used to rock with her.
Mm-hmm.
Now that nigga trying to get in my good graces.
Yeah.
We're not doing none of that.
Yeah. I'm not mad at you.
Yeah, fuck nigga.
I'm not mad. I understand that 100%.
I ain't ignorant for it neither.
No, you're not.
You know?
You got every right to be like that.
I look on the podcast, people be like, Mookie, you aggressive. This, that. I said, no, I'm a clone. Y'all don't know that. He's aggressive. You got to know this man to understand. But I'm like, look, I don't want to meet you, dude. I ain't got nothing to say to you.
Nothing.
I don't care if you had a relationship with her or y'all was just friends, whatever the case may be.
Yeah.
You my girl, and I don't want you to introduce me to nobody.
Mhm.
Matter of fact, I introduce you to everybody.
Mhm.
That's how I feel about life.
I understand.
Don't touch me.
I
I
understand.
don't want to meet you.
I agree 100% with you.
I'm cool, but I ain't friendly.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I don't know if you feel like that.
Yeah.
I do. I know how you feel, but
Yeah.
look, I ain't cool. I mean, I'm cool, but I'm not friendly, bro. Don't say, bro.
Mm-hmm.
We got to establish something before you lay up there and come at me.
So, but that once again, like mine's, I know why you're like that. You know why I'm like that. You know, but the female,
Okay, defense.
the female mind is nothing like that. You know, so that's always going to be like a.
They so damn friendly. I don't like that shit, man. Like, what you being friendly for? Like, everybody's too friendly. Like, make this motherfucker earn the whatever.
Yeah.
Make him earn it.
Yeah.
be friendly, bro. People think they can live up there and
Boy, that's the open door.
You know, we're not going for nothing.
That's the open door. Yeah,
You know?
yeah.
We
That's
gotta have
the
history for our friend.
That's the open door. Yeah, yeah, definitely.
Show me your character before I do that.
Definitely, yeah. You
Huh?
know,
Yeah.
it's more. That's an episode of its own, I think, because God, we could run with that because
They too friendly.
there's so many doors to be open with that right there. You know what
I
I'm
don't
saying?
like friendly people.
Yeah, you know.
You know,
But dig there. So I agree with you. I don't want nobody touching me
don't
because
touch
I
me.
don't know your spirit. You know,
Facts.
I'm big on that. Even at church, don't touch me. I don't know your spirit, and it's respect my space. You know, and I'm gonna respect your space. You know, that's what. So it's not me being mean. You know, just I don't know you. You don't know me,
You know
right?
what I mean?
But
I think it's more. You don't know me.
yeah, yeah. And the topic of you just need a hug.
Hold on. Let me say something.
Uh-huh.
A hug is a broad statement to me. These freak ass 69 guard ass niggas.
Yeah.
You hugging your girl.
Mm-hmm.
Nigga might catch up.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Mm-hmm.
go home and think about your girl type shit.
Definitely.
Don't touch my girl.
Definitely. That's
I
real.
don't give a damn what we get.
That's real.
That's mine.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna play with yours. I give her a high five or a dap
Mm-hmm.
or something like that. Bro, don't touch my girl.
Yeah.
I fuck up with you.
I agree.
For real.
I agree.
And they go holler at your girl, nigga.
I agree. But you know, that's something that's got to be established from jump with you and your old lady. Like,
Facts.
hopefully she know who you are and you know who she is. That way it ain't no issues.
Facts.
You know, and before there's that's my friend and respect for your friend, respecting the dude you're with.
Mhm.
And that end of the story.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? But and me saying you just need a hug, it's not even a random person coming to give you a hug. It's not me going to give a random person a hug. There's certain people, there's important people and people in that person's life that they want to hug them. A grown child in their 30s or 40s, right now today, would love for their mother or father to come up and hug them
Shit.
and say, I love you. You know what I'm saying?
I don't have a mother to do it right
That
now.
would mean
because-
everything.
But I would love, you know, me and my cousin talked about this morning. I'm like, cuz I want to know all four sides of my family. You know, this is misconception out here. There's two sides.
Yeah.
No, it's the actual four sides.
Uh-huh.
I want to know all my people. I want to know why I act like I act, why my moves are what they are.
Yeah.
Why I move like I move. All this, I'm not the origin of none of this.
Mhm.
All this stuff comes from somebody else.
Mhm.
So I'm like, I want to know that. I want to rock with them and see how they move.
You see how you just opened up and said that?
Mhm.
A lot of people, two things, are scared. They don't want to be vulnerable. They don't want to open up and say that because it makes them look soft.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? Or
In front of their people.
Yeah,
That's
you know.
something I don't understand.
Or the truth is, some people just don't have nobody to open up to like that. You know what I'm saying? That would sit there and listen to them. You know, I mean, you know how it is in life. If you try to talk, get something off your chest, before you can finish, these people trying to give you a solution to your problem, you know? And sometimes I don't need a solution. I just need to get what's inside of me out
You know what? We mentioned this on the podcast weeks ago. It's a skill. It's a gift
to listen.
to listen.
And a lot of people don't have that.
Listen with the intent to understand, not the intent to respond.
Yeah. Yeah. But we live in a world where everybody, all right, so one of the biggest problems I have in this world today, that we're going to deal with hurt. So many people want to fix the other person and not themselves. But if you focus on you, let me focus on me, then this can be a better place.
I agree.
But don't try to be my teacher
I agree.
when your life is falling apart.
I agree.
Don't give me all this wisdom and knowledge that you refuse to use on yourself. You know what I'm saying?
I think the more we talk, the more we sit down and commune with each other. First of all, we do this all the time.
Definitely.
We just happen to put it on the podcast.
Yeah.
That's the authentic part.
Yeah.
That's the organic part.
Might as well make money doing something you love.
That's the real part. You might as well make money doing what you want to do versus doing what you have to.
Definitely.
Right? That's why I came back and said, I'm not friendly. I'm cool.
Mm-hmm.
You know, because I don't know your intentions.
Yeah.
I know your intentions.
Yeah.
Everybody in the studio guests, I know their intentions.
Yeah.
I know their character.
Mm-hmm.
We always mention the same things.
Yeah.
It's like, look, so we said this again. Knowledge is repetitive.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we said this week, next week, 2 weeks from now.
Yeah.
Somebody gonna catch it in different ways.
Different ways, yeah, definitely.
This is why knowledge have to keep going. That's why you gotta stand on the square. Be moving.
But also, not just knowledge, because we just talked about this, understanding.
Better yet, understand.
Understanding.
Better yet,
Yeah,
understand.
you know what I'm saying? Got to get an understanding. And I think that's what we're lacking in this world today, that I don't understand you. You don't understand me.
I understand you.
No, I'm just saying in general,
Yeah.
you know, and I don't understand her, and I don't understand her, and I don't understand her. You know, one thing people don't understand in this world, and I gotta say this, I'm not trying to jump on this. People getting in relationships, people laying down with each other, is a hurt person getting with a mad person is a bad combination. You know, a young boy.
Somebody told me that earlier this week.
Listen, a young boy whose mother been working all week and father's not around, he's missing love, affection, and attention. He's mad. Getting with a young woman who's hurt, disappointed, probably been touched when she was younger, getting together. And when she's being emotional, he don't understand. He gets mad. And when he's mad, she don't understand, so she gets emotional. It's a recipe for destruction. And usually what happens with mad and emotional, they have a baby.
Damn.
You know what I'm saying?
That's
so now look what this kid,
what society is.
yes, look what this kid is being raised in now.
Yeah.
You know, instead of love or love and joy, peace and happiness coming together to create something, now we're creating stuff out of anger, out of mad, out of hatred, out of emotional damage, you know?
I was told that trauma, love trauma.
Big time.
It's a unique ass combo.
It's like a magnet.
It is.
Yeah.
However, it may not be the right thing.
Yeah.
You know, we can attract each other from trauma, but your trauma may be something, my trauma may be something.
Yeah.
Now we got dual traumas.
Yeah.
That's not right.
I tell Nev this a lot.
That's not cool.
Most new friendships, keyword new friendships, it comes from trauma. Because just in talking, I've been through this. Oh, you know what? I've been through this. And so now they feel like they got something in common and they hook up until trauma hit. You know what I'm saying? And now both of these are clashing.
That's how hurricane happens.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? And it goes on and on and on through life. But instead of, you know what? If I'm hurt, this is just me. I'm only speaking for me. I don't want to be around nobody else that's hurt. You know what I'm saying? I want to be around somebody that's healed because I ain't trying to stay here. You know what I'm saying? I said it last week. If I break my wrist, I'm not hanging out with you because you broke your ankle. I'm going to the doctor. I'm going to get a cast. Something I know is going to help me. They're going to give me pain medicine. And after a while, this cast come off. People don't understand that just because you was hurt when you was a child, just because you've been through some things, your mother, your father might not have been the best. You don't have the best relationships with your brothers or sisters. You don't have to stay in that place. In fact, you wasn't even meant for that place. I swear I love this story in the Bible right here. The story about Joseph. His father loved him so much that his brothers was jealous of him.
That's some crazy shit.
And it got to the point where the jealousy got so bad to where they was ready to kill him. But they sold him into slavery, right? Joseph now goes through a long life of being a slave. He was in jail. He got accused of rape and he didn't try it or do it. But the whole time, Joseph remained himself. Joseph had every right to be mad, angry, frustrated. He could have been jealous of his brothers because they were out and he was in. They was around the father, he wasn't. But the whole time he went through all that, Joseph remained who God created.
I think we missed the part. His father gave him a coat.
A coat of many colors.
Right? Many colors back then. Sorry, but many colors back then meant you was somebody.
You was a favorite, yeah.
You was a favorite, right?
Big time.
Jealousy and envy is real.
Every day.
We're going to discuss it again. Iron sharpens iron.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
I know this.
Yeah.
So in my season, I know what I'm going to get.
Yeah.
According to my practice. You should know what you're going to get according to your practice because iron sharpens iron. I don't want to be who this man is. I don't aspire to be who these people are. I know in my due season, which is important, in my due season, I'm coming out who I'm supposed to be.
Who you supposed to be.
Right? Because after all, my daddy gave me the coat. Right?
That's right.
And I'm just looking at off the subject, but I'm looking at a documentary like Exodus. I'm like, wait a minute, these people in the layer thing go to Egypt on some slave shit. They went willingly.
Mhm.
After the fact, you see what I was doing because that's who I am, adults. Now you're gonna put sanctions on. No, that ain't cool. Because we were friends.
Yeah.
I looked at that like on Facebook, like, damn, bro. Last time we seen each other in person, we was laughing, had a good time, moving well. When I actually share this podcast and this, that, and the third, it's a problem. I don't get it.
Yeah.
Like my nigga, I would do anything to see you ball. And you particularly, because I know I'm gonna get me a piece.
Oh, yeah.
That's not what it's about, but I know I'm gonna get me a piece.
Yeah.
I just don't understand, like, this is our friends and our families, nobody else doing the podcast. Why not share it?
Because they're not secure with who they are. That's simple.
That's some sick shit.
That's especially when somebody think they're better than you, or they're supposed to be higher than you. They're not going to support you because every time they look at you, now they're mad, they frustrated. Why him and not me? And we're going to talk about that in a minute. Why him, God, not me? Why did you choose him? Well, the truth of the matter is we all been chosen. Just who decides to take that step. Because the truth of the matter, me and you probably should have did this about 5 years ago.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying?
I did do it years ago, but anyway, go ahead.
Yeah, we should have did this about 5 years ago, you know, but I guess that saying is true, you know, everything in its time. We're both more mature now. We can sit down and have an adult conversation. Back then,
whether we agree or disagree, we can sit down and have an adult conversation.
Because we agree to disagree all the time, you know what I'm saying? But 5 years ago.
Hey y'all, he from Brooklyn, I'm from New Orleans, and we not going for the same shit. But we lay up there and come to a common ground, and I say, Jay, you gonna stand over there? He said, look, you gonna stand where you at? I said, you wanna do something? He said, nigga, you wanna do something? I'm like, no. I just gonna sit up here and talk.
It's a respect thing. It's a respect thing, you know, that's it. Men respect men.
Men respect men.
And that's it right there.
Men respect men, y'all.
You know,
you're a real nigga. I don't want your problems, boy, because I know what you're coming with. Men respect men.
But dig this. So Joseph was in jail. And the whole time Joseph was in this situation, Joseph remained who he was. You know what I'm saying? He was secure. Even though I'm in here, I'm still secure with who I am. I know I'm my father's favorite. Even in here. Long story short, he got free and he got a position in the land. Now a famine hit the land, right? But they had food. They had drink. Instead of him being hurt,
the promised land was full of all famine. If that even resonate with all y'all out there, the promised land.
Yeah.
The same promised land we're trying to get back to was controlled by famine.
Yeah.
So we had to go to the enemy's camp to get some love.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Yeah. And instead of Joseph holding hate in his heart, anger, he told them, come on, go get my brothers, get my father. And he fed them. He took care of them. He was very secure with who he was. Watch this. Despite what y'all did to me.
Damn.
Despite what y'all did to me.
Now that's a word for today.
You know what I'm saying?
Despite.
I'm still me. And a lot of people today are not them.
I'm not him.
And watch this. I'm not trying to be disrespectful at those shots, but a lot of people today are not them. They are anger. They are misunderstood. They are hatred.
I was angry. I was hatred.
Yeah.
I didn't like you because you my brother.
Yeah.
Why are you doing this to me? And I felt an obligation to let them approach you. Not you, but you got to consider my brother.
Yeah.
Why you did that to me?
Yeah.
Because and Shannon always tell me I'm wrong. But I said, shit, Shannon, I ain't did nothing to them niggas.
Yeah.
You know, she said, well, you don't understand that. You don't know that. I said, you don't know what you're talking about either.
Yeah.
Because I made it plain when I went in front of these boys to be stand up, straight up. I got a spine that go up and down, north and south.
Yeah.
I ain't with the other shit.
All right, so
hold on.
Go ahead.
So I'm not doing none of that. Every time I come across my brother, look, I got the fattest calf. I got the finest wine.
Yeah.
I'm gonna entertain my brother.
Yeah.
Because when he walked up here, I knew his walk. Speaking of walk, I seen Omar ass coming. Anyway. Look, I understand who you are.
Yeah.
And when you come through here, I won't have the biggest party we can have.
Yeah.
That's my brother.
Yeah.
Tomorrow night, I promise I don't know if we're gonna see each other or not. I want to make sure it's all good for him right now.
All right, so I tell
Am I
Nell.
wrong?
Yeah, you are.
Nigga, I ain't wrong.
You are wrong.
How I'm wrong?
I tell Nell this all the time.
You're wrong, y'all. I'm not wrong.
I tell them this all the time. At the end of the day, God created you. God knew exactly what He put in you, right?
Absolutely.
Every single thing God put in you, He did that, right? He did it.
You telling me I'm wrong for
Listen, can I please?
comparing the
You're
table to my brother?
interrupting me. You're interrupting me.
My bad.
Right. So God knows everything He put inside you. You know what I'm saying? And He knows why He put it inside you.
But you my brother.
God knows why He put everything inside you, right? So you are you now. You are made in the image of God and the likeness of God. This is where y'all mess up.
Who is y'all?
Because I just tell Ned this all the time.
Oh, ain't no y'all, nigga. That's Ned.
Y'all, because y'all have a lot of ways. Y'all have a lot of ways that's the same. Really. You know what I'm saying? So
hey, make this a real right now. You see how I look at the camera just now?
I am. If you stop interrupting me.
I'm sorry.
All right, that damn New Orleans stuff, like my baby. I just want to say something, my baby.
Coffee and cognac. Go ahead, man.
All right, so look. So you know at the end of the day, you have a genuine heart, right?
I do.
You know at the end of the day, you have a genuine heart, right? Cool. God created Adam and Eve, right?
Yeah.
Who created the serpent?
God.
Cool. All right.
Oh.
Listen.
Oh.
You can't keep expecting you from other people.
Facts.
And when you look at people and say, that's my brother, what I do for him, he gonna do for me. That ain't law. That's not law.
It ain't law.
Hold on.
No.
Hold on, please. You expected that.
You my brother, nigga.
They never said they was gonna give you that.
But you my brother. You supposed to.
Wow.
Cause you my brother.
Cain killed Abel.
Fuck. Nigga, you still my brother.
Exactly. But
even if you did,
at the end of the day, what I'm trying to say is,
what?
You have to be you, even in hurt seasons, because God knew exactly what He created. He didn't make a mistake when He created you.
That's a revelation right there.
Your heart was made for a reason. I tell her, your heart was made for a reason. She get mad. I'm not doing this no more. I'm not doing this for people. I say, cool. Then cut your blessing. Because God knew what He was doing when He created you. The people that screwed you over, leave them alone. You know why you got to leave them alone? Because the Bible says, I'll make your enemies my footstool. But every time you jumping away because you're mad because you did this to me and that wasn't right, now you miss your footstool. So the enemy is supposed to take you higher. You know what I'm saying? That's why the Bible says, I'll prepare a table before you in the presence of your enemies. God says, I got you as long as you.
So what if you're a fuck up like I am?
What makes you say that?
Watch this.
Let's go. We about to go. How do you say you're one of those?
Because sometimes I move, excuse me. Sometimes I move ahead of God. I don't want God.
You know why?
Hold on. You said, can I talk? You said, boom.
Mm-hmm.
I prepare
a table
for you, whatever.
In the presence of the enemies.
God, you know what? I think I'm bigger than you, which is some idiotic shit, but it happens.
Yeah, it does.
It happens with Mookie all the time.
It does. I agree 100%.
God, I don't want you to prepare a table. I'm going to get that fuck nigga.
Yeah, I get it.
Huh?
I get it.
So it's different perspectives. Like, God, I'm not waiting no more. God, I want this nigga right now.
And God didn't know you was going to think that or say that?
He didn't know that.
So how did you go before him?
Hold on.
Okay. Because I'm coming back at you.
Because I did go before him.
Yeah, okay. So you think?
So I know, because it happened.
Okay.
So here's the crazy part about God. Give me one, too. Here's the crazy part about God.
Mm-hmm.
I'm tired of waiting on you.
Oh, yeah.
Now, hold on for a minute.
I like that. I like that. No, that's good. I like that.
Hold up.
I like that. We're going to run.
I don't want God to strike me down this chair.
He not.
God, I'm not being disrespectful. I'm talking to Jay. And he posed questions, so.
God knows our heart.
God knows our heart.
He does. You good. Like, we're
God,
good.
I'm tired of waiting on you.
The conversation we're having now, people are afraid to have, and I promise you I'm going deeper on this.
God, I'm tired of this nigga playing with me. So I told this bitch ass nigga, stay, bro, stop playing with me. Now you want to lay up there and keep playing with me. Now, you know I'm trying to get right with God.
Mm-hmm.
You want to keep playing with me. All right, now let me show you something.
Mm-hmm.
And now I laid up there and missed my blessing because of you.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess I was a follower in that aspect. I guess I was.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. The point I'm trying to make is I don't know God's ways.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to always mess up.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I think we can take it back to what we talked about weeks ago. And every week, it's going to come up in every podcast. Y'all, grace and mercy is real.
Grace and mercy is very real.
And I'm not trying to take God's grace and mercy and use it to my defense or none of that.
You're not trying to take advantage of it.
I'm not trying to take advantage.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I'm tired of this nigga playing with me. Stop playing with me, bro.
Yeah.
Because I ain't got that in my heart.
Yeah.
Look, I'm going to say it one time. I say my sharing all the time. I'm going to say it one time, and I ain't got no more words for you.
Yeah.
You know, I got love for them. I ain't got no love for him.
Yeah, I got you.
Stop playing with me, bro.
I got you.
That's why we go to the mall. I don't want me shining their friend. Man, fuck your friend.
Mm-hmm.
I'm here to establish something. I'm here to establish the kingdom of God life.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and that nigga who you trying to introduce me to,
yeah,
he only got ill will toward us.
Yeah, he deserves it.
So fuck him on all levels.
Okay,
go ahead.
So we're flesh and blood.
Mm.
God knows we're gonna make mistakes.
Mm.
That's why He sent His Son. We have no choice but to make mistakes. We're flesh and blood. It's gonna happen. Remember when Peter denied Jesus?
Absolutely.
He did it 3 times.
3 times.
Right? When Christ came back and He saw Peter.
When Jesus came back.
Yeah, when Jesus came back, He didn't say, why did you get ahead of me? Why did all that? He said, Simon, Simon, feed my people. Our lives are already played out. We're not, what I'm trying to say is God knows every step we're going to make. That's why the Bible says, I made your end from your beginning. So just because you think I went ahead of God, the Bible says I made your end from your beginning. So just because we think we went ahead of Him, there's no possible way we can go ahead of Him because He's omnipresent. I'm always with you.
Always.
I'm the beginning and the end. So just because your mindset says, I went before God, no, that's the serpent telling you you went before God. When the truth of the matter is God knew exactly what you was going to do, but you always end up at the right place. Last week we touched just for a hint on Jonah. Jonah got mad because Jonah didn't want to go to Nineveh because Jonah wanted to put hands on these people. He's like, I'm not about to preach to these people so they can get saved after what they did to my granddaddy. So Jonah went and got on the boat. People have said Jonah got ahead of God. No, God knew exactly what Jonah was.
Exactly what.
You know what I'm saying? All right, Jonah, come up off this boat. Jonah said, I ain't coming up off this boat. God said, cool. Here come the storm. These folks ready to start throwing their possessions and stuff off the boat. Something wrong, something wrong. The whole time Jonah's sitting there like, yeah, it's me. You know, until Jonah had to come up out of himself and say, you know what? Hey, it's me. Toss me over.
So you have to get to
and that's just giving up. That's surrendering. And you've been in that place.
I'm there now.
That's so you didn't
You
get
have to get to
God.
the point where you say, you know what? I know I'm the problem.
Woo.
Have you ever looked in the mirror and said, you know what? I know without a shadow of a doubt that I'm the problem.
100%.
At that point, what happens next? Because again, we just said that I'm not God.
Yeah.
I don't know what the future holds.
Mm-hmm.
But at this point in time, I can look in the mirror and say, you know what? I'm the cause of this.
I'm the problem.
I'm the problem.
Yeah.
What about that part? And you the captain of the ship. You're the captain of the ship.
Yeah.
And you're the problem. What about that?
Yeah. I immediately humble myself and repent. Immediately, me and God go into deep conversation. And in that word repent, I turn and I change my way. Now, I can honestly say this. I might don't stay on that road, but once we get, I'm going to stay on this road till we get it right. I can tell you like this. I'm not good with money.
Meaning,
I swear you would think I
sell
the way I spend money, you swear I sell drugs.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? I got my reasons why I do that. You know, I'm not saying they're right or wrong, but I got my reasons.
You do it.
Never get stressed.
You did.
I do it every week. It's just crazy.
Shout out to them, y'all. I was with him. We was at Mason's. Yeah, I like that coat.
So, you know, never get stressed out behind certain things.
Why you didn't say nothing about that coat?
What coat? I don't even wear coats. You better come out some sneakers.
She knows that.
She knows that.
My bad. I got the red on, man.
Got sneakers. You know, so but when I see her starting to stress and it's really getting to her, I chill out. Real quick. Boom. You know what I'm saying?
You say you chill out
when she starts to stress.
Yeah.
Yeah. I just chill out. You know, make sure the house is situated, boom, boom, boom. Once we get the rolling again, I'm going to do me. You know what I'm saying? We talked about addictions last week. Spending money is my addiction. You know what I'm saying? So, when I can look in the mirror, notice myself, me and God got to have that conversation. I get right. I'm going to go out here and make what I got to make. You can have that. Take care of what we got to take care of. And because I care about not one bill. I care about my sneaker bill. I do. I care about my coffee
I
bill,
don't think we started to pay bills, but
and I like going up to the mountain. You know what I'm saying? I care nothing about a light bill, gas bill, water bill, mortgage, car, no car. I care nothing about that. She takes care of all of that.
So if Shannon got a Macy's card and they got $1,000 limit on it, right? Should I spend the whole $1,000?
All right, so can I tell you a secret? Can I tell you a secret?
That's what I'm going to do tomorrow.
This is the secret, right?
Shout out to Shannon. I'm going to send her Macy's card.
If Shannon, fellas, if your lady has a card with a $1,000 credit limit on it,
Thanks.
I'm gonna help you save money.
Me?
Anybody, Facebook world, YouTube. Let's say you see a pair of sneakers that cost $250, right? You know you want them. You know you're gonna get them. If you see they're on sale for $150, go buy them. You just saved y'all $100. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of people don't understand that. Instead of me spending $250, I only spent $150.
I still got what I want.
I'm saving the family money. And people don't understand that. So that's me.
Guess what, y'all? She tried to hide the car, but I was watching her when she tried to hide it. Tomorrow morning, 11 a.m. when the Macy's open, we're going to get there. Huh? Yeah. Oh, it's a nice polo. Look, Polo got their spring rocking on Polo.
Yeah, I saw nice short set. No, we go to
No, I'm not buying you.
What's the what's the name of the store? I like. What is it? Nordstrom's. I like Nordstrom's. Right. They got some polo sets in here.
Oh.
Yeah, short sets. So we hitting that up this week.
I might change my view.
Yeah. Nordstrom, yeah.
Hold on, let me get a shout out to my cousin Chanel Sanchez. My girl called me early this morning. Look, I was having a down day yesterday, and she called me this morning, and she said, "Man, I was on State of Mary J. Blige last night." And I said, "Girl, I know you lying. Where you at?" She said, "I'm in Baltimore." So she called me this morning. We was running it, and she said, "You know what? I need y'all sizes. Because I want to see y'all fly at least once a month on this podcast."
That's what's up.
I'm like, "Damn, cuz you said that?"
That's what's
She
up.
said, "Yeah, I said that." So shout out to my cousin Never Sanchez.
That's love. That's love.
Girl, you know you ain't shit, you know. That's my girl though. We come up in the house together. Matter of fact, Omar walked in the house earlier. He said, "Boy, why you got that big ass knot in the middle of your head?" So I'm taking you back to 1984.
If this ain't some of the most country shit.
Maybe it is, but it's true. So I'm jumping from bed to bed. We stay with my grandma down in Valley, Louisiana, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm jumping from bed to bed. And this girl, she seen me jumping. And Jeremy, as I'm jumping from one bed to the other, she tripped me. And I missed the bed and I went straight to the floor, right? I got that big ass hickey in my forehead right now. That was 1984. This is 2025, so it's still there. This motherfucker made a mark on me. You know what I'm saying? But shout out to my cousin. Girl, you know ain't nothing but love for you. You know what I'm saying? So each of the sizes and then the third. She said she's gonna buy some fans, some chairs. She like what we doing.
We need some new chairs, y'all, because these are uncomfortable. I'm too big for these chairs right here. Like
I don't think they're uncomfortable.
They hurt my knees, man. I don't like to bend. I like to see your feet sit on the floor. You know?
Cuz gonna
Appreciate that.
us and cuz anyway, go ahead, Nick.
All right, so you said something when you was talking. People are mad at God, and they don't want to admit it.
I didn't say that.
I didn't say you said that.
I didn't say that.
You touched on it. I'm just saying. People,
I was mad at God one time. I'm not gonna say it for them, but
I'll say it for them.
Okay.
I'll be their voice because it's true. I hear about it. I see it.
You mad at God?
I remember when I was mad at God.
That's a hell of a subject. Let's go.
But it's true.
Let's go.
It's true.
Nobody doing this. Shout out to Cognac and Coffee.
Cognac and Coffee.
Nobody talking about this, especially on the live.
Hey, before we even jump into this, like, share, comment, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram. I always forget the other one. TikTok. Is it TikTok? Twitter, whatever. X. All of them. Say something. Sweetie, we got any comments going on over there? Nobody saying nothing?
Nobody said nothing? After all this time, I know we've been going at least an hour. Nobody said nothing?
What the blood fire?
Stay lying. Stay lying, y'all.
We got any comments?
No comments. That's crazy work.
Not like no questions.
All right. So let's dig this. So I'm gonna say it because first of all, there's nothing wrong with saying it, being true, because God knows your heart.
Mm-hmm.
People in this world are mad at God.
Mm-hmm. I know I was,
but they can't. They're scared to say it, so they take their anger out on other people. Husband takes it out on the wife. Wife take it on the husband. They take it out on the kids.
Take it on the husband.
Manager taking it out on the employees. Once again, it shows up in traffic. It shows up everywhere you go. How do we deal with this? People being mad at God. I know how I dealt with it, but how do we deal with this? People being mad at God, because the truth of the matter is, people look at their living situations and they're mad at God. God, why? Why I gotta live here? Why I can't be rich? Why my parents can't be better? Why my daddy have to be an alcoholic or on drugs or sleeping around with so many women? I'm just saying, these are questions that are out there.
My phone sharing y'all, nigga.
For real. People want to know, why did you take my parents away from me? Why did you take my kids away from me? Why did you take my friend away from me? Why did I have to drop out of school? Why did I have to get a job when I was young and give my money to my mother so she could pay the bills?
Before I answer
all
that,
this stuff is out there.
Before I answer that, let me ask you a question. You ever feel guilty about survivor's remorse?
No.
No.
Why not?
I asked. Shout out to Melvin Mufford. I can't wait to you on this podcast. I'll call you in a minute, but go ahead. I ask him this all the time. He always said no. He said what you said. I want to hear why you said no.
I talk to God a lot, but in talking to God, I always leave room for Him to answer me, and I don't know. I just don't. I'm happy to be alive every day of my life. I know I do have a time coming. When it comes, there's nothing I can do about it.
Are you scared of that?
I used to be, but not no more. Not no more. I'm almost ready to embrace it.
Damn.
To see what else is out there, because I'm tired of the lies here.
Damn.
And if I could be honest with you, it's just me being open. I'm tired of the hate that's in this world. I'm tired of jealousy. I'm tired of the fighting. I'm tired of all of that stuff.
I had to graduate too. I used to be scared of death. It was the whole everything about it just scared me. But the more I live, the more I see the situation on this earth.
Yeah.
I'm like, nah, I'm ready to see. Not ready. I'm not ready.
I got you. Yeah.
But I'm ready to
when
see
it happens,
what's on the other side.
Yeah.
I'm like, damn, my mama went through it. My nigga, I showed I can go through it. I'm like, let me say this. I never said this to nobody else. Right? My mother went to the hospital, I want to say late September, October maybe, early October maybe. And, she didn't smile from the time she went to the hospital to the time she passed. But which was the hardest thing, listen y'all, the hardest thing I ever did in my life by far, whether it was childbirth, whatever. The hardest thing I ever did was open the body bag and see my mama. But to my surprise, when I opened the body bag, me and my brother, shout out to Devin Carter, that girl had a smile on her face, boy. And you told me one thing, I'm talking about you, I'm gonna give you a prop right now in front of the whole world. At the service, you said, hey, you prayed for me. That boy said, it's okay to be a son. That, let me tell you something. That was more than $1 million to me. Because I said, anybody, understand what I'm going through. And for you to tell me that it's okay to be a son, I haven't heard that in a long time. It was always, you the man in the family, you got to be this, that, and the third. Yeah, it's okay to be a son. It's okay to be weak. It's okay to be vulnerable. It's okay. Yeah. Because guess what? Your folks around you got you. It's okay. Yeah. And I didn't know how to pose a question to the masses, but that meant something to me. I always will love you and appreciate you for that. I will never forget that. You told me when we pulled up in that parking lot, you said, "Look, it's okay to be a son." And boy, that shit meant something to me. Because again, I'm gonna go back. My mother had never. It was 2 months since I had seen her smile, right? But then when I opened the body bag, the girl had a smile on her face. I'm like, damn, somebody she know. A graceful, loving, whatever, came to meet her. And at that moment, my nigga, I said, I ain't scared of nothing. I ain't scared of nothing no more. And that meant something to me, so I appreciate you all the way for that. My nigga, go ahead.
That's real for you.
I ain't mean to
say
be
that.
emotional, but that shit had took me somewhere. But
Real, raw, uncut.
it's all right, y'all. It's all right to show your vulnerability. It's all right. We people, sometimes we get weak. But then you got your brother, your brothers to make you strong. And you keep going.
Definitely.
So
it's good to release, man. Cause pressure bust pipes.
absolutely.
It's good to release. I stand on what I say. Everybody need a hug.
Everybody. You know what? I didn't agree with that shit when I first seen it on a flyer like Tuesday. I seen it. Because truth is, my man put a lot of work in. I haven't done my work the way I was supposed to.
Nah.
Let me say this. Let me get this. My man put in the work. My man, y'all see the flyers, y'all see the posts and this and that. My man doing this. I haven't took my part in promoting everything that I'm supposed to, but it's coming. But I got love for my man. I got respect for my man. It just means something to me. The podcast didn't mean nothing to me. Well, it didn't mean a lot to me when we first started, but now I look forward to this. This is my life. So y'all please subscribe, like, comment, dislike, whatever you're gonna do, just do it in action. It means something to me, so yeah.
Definitely.
You
Good?
Hell yeah.
Give me a hug, boy.
Hell yeah.
Give me a hug.
And I'm not giving this nigga a hug on Sometimes y'all need a hug, y'all. That means something to me right there. Yeah, for sure. For sure, man. Real, raw, uncut, pure truth. Coffee and Kanye.
That's what this show is about, man. It's about strength and building up, man. Because the truth of the matter is, hey, man, let me tell you, for years, I ain't have nobody to talk to. I ain't have nobody I wanted to talk to. You know what I'm saying? The person I wanted to talk to, I couldn't talk to.
Right.
So I learned to just talk to the sky.
Sure.
I always say I'm good, but the truth of the matter is I'm not good. I learned to be comfortable.
Yeah,
ain't nothing gonna change.
Thanks.
You know what I'm saying?
Thanks.
And I don't talk to people at all.
I know that.
I drive a lot.
I know that.
I drink a lot of coffee, and let the windows down and just ride.
Let me ask you a question. You remember the time, y'all, it was a Sunday at the church. He had an attitude, I had an attitude. He said, nigga, I don't like you. I said, nigga, I don't like you. So he said, let's fight. I said, all right. We in the middle, we're on Brockett Road, y'all. Y'all know we stay in the back of the apartment. He said, fuck me, I'm gonna take you to the wall. I said, shit, when you coming with me? And me and this boy had a fight. We went through the wall. I swear to God. Right there at that moment, I said, you know what? I can talk to him because he's the same type of thing I am. You know what I'm saying? And I always appreciate you for that because we was youngsters, we take our frustrations out on each other.
Yeah.
And now that we to this age, not age.
Yeah.
We to this maturity and maturation at this point, we come to a point where we agree to disagree. If that's the case, we agree to agree. The point is, we lived there and became brothers. You know what I'm saying? And it made all more difference in the world.
Yeah. Hey, I pray. This is my prayer for anybody watching right now, and this is real. Man, woman, boy, girl, no matter what color you is, no matter what you believe in, that you find somebody you can talk to.
Thanks.
That you stop holding this stuff in your heart and in your head. Release a lot of this stuff out of you. Start writing stuff down. Hey, man, write stuff down, get it out of you. And the truth of the matter is, a lot of people care. You don't know until you start opening up your mouth, releasing it, that you find out there's other people like you. Now, the truth of the matter is, I said I don't like being around people that's hurt. I want to be around people that's healed. But at a young age, both of us was hurt.
Thanks.
But we learned to heal.
Right.
And as I healed,
With each other.
That's what I'm saying. As I healed, you healed. As you healed, I healed. I was able to teach you some things. You was able to teach me some things. Man, and we grew. And that is true what you were saying earlier, iron sharpened iron, because there was times where all we had was to rub on each other. You know what I'm saying? And that built a strong bond, you know, and nothing negative came out of that. It was all positive. And my prayer is that you find somebody out there like that, you know. The wives are good, but
they always some other shit.
you know, it's relationships like this you need because, you know, never tell you this, that never be like, you're my best friend. Sometimes I need to talk to somebody because something bothering me. And I'm like, well, I'm right here. I can't talk to you because you're the one bothering me.
I deal with that shit all the time.
You know, so you need somebody to talk to like this, you know, and me and Mel have these conversations all the time, you know.
All the time.
It's good to get this stuff out of you, but also don't just get it out of you, keep it out of you. Reading scripture helps. Talking to God helps. And this is one of the realest things I'm ever going to say. Talking to God is not that prayer stuff they taught us in church.
Thanks.
Talking to God is really opening up your heart.
Thanks.
And whatever comes out, comes out.
Thanks.
Once again, God knows your heart.
Thanks.
He knows where you stand. Let me tell you this.
Father God in heaven, I'm the realest fuck up you ever made.
Yeah.
And I don't mean to be disrespectful to the church people. But Father God, I'm the realest fuck up you ever made because you gave me all these opportunities, not squandering them. But now I'm looking for you for another way out.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And, you know.
So dig this. I remember when I was mad at God. I gotta get comfortable. I remember when I was mad at God. And this was the one. This was the straw that broke the camel's back. I went through stuff. I overcame. Went through stuff. Overcame. I was tired of fighting. You know what I'm saying? And I got in my garage and I was in my garage fighting with life. You know, it's like I get over this hurdle, and as soon as I get over this hurdle, it's another one right there. I didn't have time to celebrate, be happy, none of that. It was just back to back to back to back, and I was weak. And I got in my garage and I stayed in my garage. I don't know if you remember this, for 4 hours. Nobody coming here. I felt like Jacob when Jacob wrestled with the angel, and I stayed in that garage, and my words to God was, I'm not leaving here until you bless me. All rules went out the window. All church protocol, all that stuff went out the window because I did not understand how am I your child and yet I'm going through this. Now, the other day I told you, I really do believe I'm one of God's favorite. So in my mind,
I feel the same way.
How am I going through this? Me of all people, why am I dealing with this? In fact, I dealt with this last year. Why am I dealing with this again? Why my money so tight? Why this? Why that? Why the bills? Getting cut-off notices, getting eviction notices, getting repo letters. Come on, God, I'm too blessed, I'm too anointed, I'm too talented, I'm too all of that to be living like this. It doesn't make sense to me. I'm not leaving here until you bless me. But all of that negative stuff that was in me, I had a chance to get out of me that day in the garage, literally. I probably came out of there 20 pounds lighter, if you know what I mean. I left it all on the table. And I think, this is no lie, it was that week I got my truck and started my own business because I had to fight with God. We got a lot of brothers out here right now.
Who's trying to fight with God? Damn.
Hey, we got a lot of brothers out here right now.
That's going to be a topic next week. Who's trying to fight with God?
That need to have that fight with God because their minds are messed up. I can tell you right now.
Niggas can't even conceive what you just said.
My heart is light. My mind is light. I have it. You know what I'm saying? Once you have that fight with God, you can open up and say, you know what? Let your will be done. Not my will, but your will.
So all the scholars, right?
I wish somebody called me.
Y'all will hear this man say fight with God.
Yeah.
I know the scholars. I know the kind. You can't man.
They was on the inbox last week and I had to put them in church.
What you said? I had to fight with God.
I had to fight with God.
Damn, boy.
That is very real. That is just you and God. It ain't your mama, it ain't your daddy, it ain't your wife, it ain't your kids. It's me and you. But the truth of the matter is that's exactly what God wants. God wants to break you, but not to destroy you, but to make you. And I can tell you from that day, God is my witness. I've been a better person every area of my life, mentally, physically, spiritually, emotionally, and financially.
So last night, nigga, I laid up there and I went and got me a pillow from my own house, and I went to the back porch downstairs, and I slept outside. You know what Shannon told me?
What?
I can't believe you. You know, my daughter came outside and told me, you ain't no hobo, we ain't put you out so far, so long, we not doing none of that. I said, y'all ain't even know. I was in my mental place, I was missing my mother, and I want to talk to God.
That's what's up.
I want to be with myself.
That's what's up.
I was under the influence of alcohol. I swear to God, I was. I'm not lying.
Yeah.
I don't have to lie. At this point in life, nigga, I know that 45 years,
Yeah.
I'm going to make it to see the next 45. So at this point, I'm going to tell the truth.
Yeah.
I was having a one-on-one moment with God.
Yeah.
Like, why'd you do this to me?
Yeah. It's necessary.
Makia Bank, let me give her a shout out. Girl, you know I love you. You know, that's the Queen of New Orleans.
Okay.
Every time I go home, she makes sure me and my family straight. She said, hotel, fuck that. Come here. No price.
Yeah.
That's my girl. Guess what? It came back to me on that back porch. She said, because she lost her mother. R.I.P. Miss Patricia Banks. She said, it's going to get to a point where you don't care how you look, how you sound. I just want to be with me and God. Because after all, he's the one who done this.
Yeah.
I laid up there on that back porch last night, got me a pillow for it, and I slept outside. My people was like, what you doing? You ain't no, well, we ain't put you out so far. I said, man, it ain't got nothing to do with y'all. I feel good.
Yeah.
I know it don't seem like this is what's supposed to be. Oh, I feel good. I never knew this is a rebirth. I never knew I was going to be.
Yeah.
You know, that shit crushed my heart, boy.
Yeah.
That shit made me into a whole nother person who I am right now. And I'm trying to learn who I am. I'm married.
And still be married and a father. Yeah. That's life. That's real.
I don't want to fall on purpose, nigga.
And it hurt.
I don't want to deal with the outside world. I have a phobia. I am hurt. I'm telling you, nigga.
Yeah.
I'm hurt, nigga. I don't want the outside world.
Yeah.
I'm hurt.
Yeah.
I only want the people who genuinely love me around me.
Yeah.
Because I know I'm not going to hurt them.
Yeah.
I would hurt any other individual who's not one of them. Yeah. And it don't take but that much.
Yeah.
I only want my folks around.
Yeah. That's real.
That's why I come back and say, you know what? I'm cool when I'm not friendly. I'm trying to find out who I am. I'm a whole nother creature.
Yeah.
It's a rebirth.
It is.
You know.
It is.
That's where I'm at in life right now.
That's real.
Call me Cognac. Real, raw, uncut, pure truth.
How long did it take you to either realize that or to
ASAP.
admit that?
ASAP. And it always happened on a Friday night. Santa said, you only do that.
You used to go visit your mom on Friday night?
Yeah. That was our day.
Yeah.
Let's go on to the next subject.
Yeah. Hey, like I said, find somebody that's willing to listen. Let you talk. Let you just get all of this stuff up out of you. In fact, we're gonna do an episode where we're either burning a campfire or we're gonna have a big garbage can right here.
A campfire?
To burn stuff up or to throw stuff in the garbage. People gotta get this stuff out of their hearts, out of their minds, off their backs. Because life really is good. Minus the nonsense.
Bullshit.
And every day we wake up living with the nonsense. Sometimes we go out looking for it because we know it's coming.
I'm
we're mentally prepared.
I'm guilty
for some nonsense. You know what I'm saying?
I'm guilty.
And I honestly believe God didn't create us for that. Yesterday I asked Mel a question. I said, let's just say we got 30 good more years in us, right? Let's just say that. Let's say we got 30 good more years. What do you want to do? What do you want that's different?
You pose that question to her.
Yeah. What do you want that's better?
Let me answer that question.
I asked you that question.
What I want, crazy as it sounds, maybe not crazy, but I want good health.
Mm-hmm.
I want to be with my wife, enjoying different countries, traveling. I want my children to have an ear to understand and listen to me. I want my children to have an ear to listen and understand me. I want to love my wife again.
Wow, that's good.
Jerry, we've been together since we were teenagers,
Mm-hmm.
and shit happened.
Yeah.
You know, on her half and my half.
Mm-hmm.
Haven't always trusted her.
Mm-hmm.
Haven't always loved her.
Mm-hmm.
But I was always in love with her.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and I cut it off right there. That's gonna be the next week. Say, what y'all do? What do you do when you've been married for 25 years and you don't know what to do next? What you gonna do when you trying to find love within love? You know,
Let's do it.
so
Let's do it.
how long we been going?
Hour and 11 minutes.
I will out there. This perfect.
111.
I think it's perfect. My man,
Wait, what you trying to do in 30 years?
coffee.
What I'm doing, what I want my next 30 years to look like.
God damn, somebody ask a question? Or you ask a question?
You was supposed to ask.
That shook 2.0. My next 30 years, if I'm going to be honest, I want to make better decisions, and I want to be happy. Like I want to be happy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not enough men out there talking about they want to be happy.
Yeah. I want to be happy. I lived. I've had happy moments. I made a lot of bad decisions that didn't make me happy. You know, that messed me up. I won't try to blame nobody else. I take full responsibility.
You fucked up?
Hmm?
You fucked up
Now,
in life?
like before,
Have you fucked up in life?
like how much more time we got to be on here?
I have.
Like I can write a book. I could write.
You looked in the mirror and admitted it was your fault.
Yeah, I have no problem taking responsibility.
I looked in the mirror and said it was my fault, Jerry.
Yeah, I might not say it to nobody else,
Yeah.
but I'm with me every day. I can't lie to me.
Well, sometimes you need a hug.
Yeah,
I think it came full circle.
yeah,
Me too.
yeah.
I think
I have
it
no
came
problem
full,
with
I
that.
think just now it came full circle.
You know where I get this from? Watch this. This is.
I was tripping when he said he sent me the flyer talking about I need a hug. I'm like, what the fuck you talking about? But now I see.
God's gonna be God. You know what I'm saying? So let me tell you where I get this from. This is no lie. This is no lie. No matter what I do or anybody else do, Nell from Trinidad, right? When she gets
Shout out to the Caribbean, y'all. They different.
when she get mad,
Hey, hashtag the
so look-
Caribbean shit when you.
definitely. So when I introduced Nell to my uncle Lipper, he just stared at me. He was on the steps. I don't even know if Nell remembers. He was on the top of the stairs in New York, you know the stoop. He was just staring at me because his wife, my Aunt Debbie, she from Trinidad.
Island too, yeah.
And I was like, this is my girl Nell. She from Trinidad. It just, he said, so you didn't learn nothing, did you? Just ghosted. He just said, you ain't learned that, did you? Right? So,
I'm gonna keep it real, regardless.
Yeah. So now she blow up, whatever, right? I'm talking about getting stupid. All I gotta do is go hug her, and immediately, that's it. They just go away. All that,
That's
whatever.
your love language.
Whatever. I can hug her and she just melts. And then go away. I don't have to ever raise my voice, do any of that stuff. I just hug her and she good.
So I think when Shannon get good, right? Keep in mind I've been married to.
Shannon seemed like the type to be like, don't touch me.
Don't diss my people. Hold up, nigga. That's your sister.
Don't touch
Look,
me.
It's 23, 24 years. If it's 25, I don't know. One of them shits. Guess what?
How old is Sugar?
Sugar is 23. Am I tripping?
The twins not gonna be 24. The twins gonna be
Younger
24.
than Sugar.
Yes.
The twins are older than Sugar.
Younger.
The twins are older.
Sugar twins.
Sugar a year behind them.
The twins come from their side of the family, y'all, not mine. Anyway,
What twins?
twins in the family.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
You better hope that someone on your side get rid of DNA test.
No, fuck. What? Shannon, what the fuck?
Better call Ancestry.com.
Them two motherfuckers out of all of them. I'm like, God damn, boy, you gonna get what you put out.
That's Mr. Runner right there.
For real. Right there.
That's Mr. Runner.
Sweetie, Kennedy Carter, every time I want to see my mother, I said, anyway. I said, after all these years, girl, what you want from me? I said, you know what, mother? I just want you to keep it 100 with me. You know, I know who you are.
Yeah.
You know who I am. Just keep it 100 with me.
Okay.
You know, and a lot of times that girl giving my and I'm gonna fuck up, no lie, no doubt. But that's my girl. You know, and it's gonna continue to be like that.
Yeah.
Jay, look, ain't no other after Shannon.
Yeah, I get that.
At this age, there's no other.
I get that.
What we're gonna do? We're gonna make it happen.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And
but the folks say you better go in that room, I'm gonna go in this room so we cool down.
I done packed my shit a whole bunch of days and moved right into that room. Yeah. Ain't no getting over. That's what it is. But look, coffee and cognac, y'all. Appreciate y'all. It's real, man. Real uncut.
You ready to end it? Hey, y'all.
We got comments?
We got comments?
What the comments say?
No.
Hey, we'll read the comments next week.
No, I want his comments.
Sweetie ain't willing to read no comments. Hey, thank you guys for sitting down with us. We're coming back at y'all next Saturday around the 7-ish o'clock hour. Hey, remember
9-ish.
Facebook,
10-ish.
Facebook, YouTube, Instagram,
Twitter,
TikTok.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, go rewatch this. Let your friends know. Send it to somebody. Share it on your page. Go back and comment. Hey, just keep shooting this out, man. We're trying to hit 10,000 this week.
Nobody doing it like we doing
We're
it.
trying to hit 10,000 this week, and we're just a month and a half in. Like, we need 10,000 this week, man.
Nobody on your page.
And then 2 weeks we get to go live on Coffee and Cognac official page.
Hold up. Nobody on this page, my page,
Mm-hmm.
doing no podcast. What about your page?
No.
I think we trendsetters.
And then they're not doing it as good as we're doing.
You're not doing as good as coffee and cognac.
No.
Not playing.
Hey, do me a favor, hashtag Coffee and Cognac.
Thanks.
They're kind of a big deal.
Okay. It's kind of a big deal. My dog said that last week, 2 weeks ago. He was like, you know what? Well, I'm kind of a big deal. I said, you know, I like that. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, do that.
Oh, yeah. And you guys have a great week.
504.
We speak blessings upon all of y'all. We pray that your houses are full with peace. We pray that your refrigerators are filled with food and your pockets are full of money.
Absolutely.
Y'all be safe. See y'all next week.
Number love and respect, y'all.